Yo, was geht up? This is Max from Real Social Dynamics. We're enjoying a little bit of springtime here in the Austrian Alps. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh. Now I'm gonna spray that thing here. Ooh. Oh. Ah, shit. Our little snowboarding vacation here, and in this video I'll be talking about why your relationship is doomed to fail. It's failing. It's chaos, right? It's the snow and the wind hammering in your face and you're just trying to have a nice little relationship, but no, it's doomed to fail. And this is why. Now, first and foremost, don't think that it's your precious little snowflake relationship that is doomed to fail. This is literally 99.9% of relationships. All these relationships are making the three same fucking mistakes, and it is very likely that you've done the same mistakes. The good news is you'll learn from it and you're gonna be good about that. So let's look at the reasons why relationships fail. Because there's a lot of fights, because she doesn't understand you or you don't understand her. One of you is cheating, both are manipulating each other, you may be dragging each other down, just literally soaking up all the energy from the other person, and you both just feel drained. These are all the kind of reasons that relationships break up. But it's not really the reasons, it's much more the results of those reasons. It's not the problem, it's just the symptoms of the same problem. So here's the three reasons why your relationship is doomed to fail. Number one, you're getting into a relationship for the wrong reasons. This is true for both you, the guy, and the girl. Or if you're a girl watching it, obviously the other way around. But you're getting into a relationship for the wrong reasons. You're getting into a relationship because of scarcity, not of abundance. Not because you're, hey, I have all these great girls I'm meeting and it's going really well, and you know, my sex life is really wonderful, and there's Jenny that's very funny, and then with Lisa I have this really strong connection, and there's I don't know, give me another name, Maria, all of my friends like her, etc. It's not like that. You don't have a lot of choices usually. Very rarely I see a guy who has a lot of choices, he has a lot of great girls, and then he goes and picks the best one. This is not the case. Usually you're alone, you're depressed, you're frustrated, and you're confused. It's always that. You're frustrated and confused. And you just wish it would all be over. If I just had a real girlfriend, you know, one that would text me in the morning and make me feel good. If one that could give me sex, I would feel so good and everything would be perfect. You know what? Fuck this. It's wrong. It's retarded, and it's the wrong reason to get in a relationship. And, you know, by now you know that on this channel, we don't talk about the nice little mainstream watered down truth like, you know, some relationships are just not meant to be. You'll find the right one. She'll bump at you in the fucking library. This is not what's gonna fucking happen. You need to get into abundance first. And the comical thing about that is, very likely, if you're a girl, you have that abundance already. If you're a girl, you have that abundance. Any girl that is somewhat attractive, she doesn't need to be a 10 or 9, like literally any girl that is somewhat attractive has a certain amount of choice. She has guys that want to fuck her, that are desperate like you, that would basically have no values themselves. They have no pre-prepared idea of what the girlfriend should be. They're just happy if they get some fucking girl that would endure their beta male behavior. Now here's the problem, because I'm not even trying to shit talk girls here, because girls may have abundance, but is that really an abundance of good choices? They just have choices, not necessarily good choices. Like again, the average girl has a lot of guys that would be happy to get in a relationship with her, but how many of those guys are really awesome? How many of those guys are not fucked up? How many of those guys have their life in order? So both of you are coming from the wrong mentality of like, you know what, let me just get in a relationship, then I have at least somebody, so I'm not alone and I don't have to feel shit about myself. And that is the reason, number one, why you're doomed to fail. You're getting into it for the wrong reasons. And also, by the way, as a side note, you're seeing a relationship as a means to an end. That is so key. It's again, it kind of belongs to being in a relationship for the wrong reason. They think like, if I'm just in a nice little relationship, you know, I can let myself go. I don't have to work hard anymore because she's supposed to love me anyway. You know, isn't it like that? She's supposed to love me unconditionally so I can get fat. I can just be a fucking loser. I don't have to hustle hard at the fucking work. She's gonna love me anyway, right? And girls will think the same. Any girl that you see that is really pretty and just really takes care of her body and her health and her youth when she's single, chances are very high that you're gonna see her slacking off once she's in a relationship, because the boy's supposed to love her. And if the boy says, hey, you've been letting yourself go a little bit. How about we hit the gym together? Now she can accuse him of like, oh my God, how dare you're so superficial. Aren't you supposed to love me when I'm 150 fucking kilos heavy? That's like 300 pounds. You're supposed to love me anyway. You're a superficial asshole. Man just wants sex. So again, you get in a relationship for the wrong freaking reason. The second reason why your relationship is doomed to fail is you don't know what you want. And that is usually the case for both you, the guys, as well as the girls. You don't know what you want. Here's the thing. Every person has a different quote-unquote love story. It's their ideal idea of a relationship. Okay, so for example, my example is, part of my love story is that I'm an aestheticist. I like pretty things. I like it when my girlfriend is physically attracting me. That's the reason why the girlfriend that I'm in a relationship with right now is, for me, physically very, very attractive. She's basically a 10 out of 10 physically. That's very important for me. Now, funny enough, it's exactly the same way for her. Her story is the same. She wants her boyfriend to physically attract her, which is good because I like going to the gym. I like, you know, fucking getting in shape. So it fits together well. Now, I'm not saying that certain stories are better than others. I'm saying they need to fit together. Another example is a friend of mine. He's also a coach, similar to what I do, and he just loves going on these rants. He just loves coaching people around him. He loves going on rants about relationships and business and whatnot. So his idea, his love story is somewhat close to the story of a teacher. And his girlfriend is a little younger than him, and she loves it when he goes on his rants. We would go to dinner together, and he would just go on these rants and teach her everything about God and life, you know, and she would love that. She would just sit there and look at him and just like soak up all the knowledge, because part of her story is the one of a student. She wants to get in a relationship to learn. So these two stories go together very, very well. Now, it could be luck that they just found each other and their stories are the same, but you don't really want to rely on luck, right? You want to be aware of, hey, what is my story? What is my ideal story of a relationship? And then what is her ideal story? And do those two stories go together? There are, for example, very low self-esteem stories. One story being the government story, where if you have, for example, if your basic idea of a relationship is the government story, then you think you need to be in control, you need to be the decision maker, and you need to know wherever your girlfriend is, you need to control every single one of her steps, etc. So let's say that is your ideal story. Now let's say her story is the story of freedom. She likes to be free in a relationship. She likes to just, you know, she's totally cool if she doesn't know where you are for a day or two. These two stories would not go well together, and I'm saying again, it doesn't mean that one story is necessarily better than the other. It's about going well together. So you need to figure out what you want, what your story is, and what the story of your partner is, and if those two stories even go together. No, come on. Ah! 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 Totally made it. Okay, and as the weather is closing in here and I'm getting slowly but steadily snowing in, the third reason why your relationship is doomed is the following. Women beta-eyes men, men allow them to beta-eyes them. Beta-ization. It's a term that the pickup community created, but it basically makes sense. Here's the thing. For a woman, she basically, whenever she's in a relationship, it isn't her responsibility to try to beta-eyes the man, try to make him hers, try to basically Make him that he's tucking in his little tail and then he's not gonna speak up. He's just gonna be a little beta male. He's just gonna sit there. He's very predictable. He's not gonna do anything out of the ordinary. And most importantly, he's not gonna be able to attract any other women out there. Look at him. He could even fucking talk to a different woman. Now here's the thing. I'm not even shitting on women here. That is the way of the woman to make sure that her man is still attractive. She will continuously, doesn't matter if it's the first week of the relationship or the second, third, fourth year of the relationship, she will continuously try to beta-ize her man. She will test him. She will be emotional towards him. She will give him certain tests like, I want you to do this. I want you to always be available. And deep down inside, she hopes that the man does not comply. She's like, I gotta test this motherfucker because I gotta make sure that he's still an alpha male. I gotta make sure that thousands of years ago, because our genes don't know we're in a civilized world, thousands of years ago, she needed to make sure that this man is capable of holding a fucking family, of securing their survival. That is why women beta-ize men. But we men nowadays, it goes together with the first point, holy shit, we don't have any experience. We get in relationships for the wrong fucking reasons. We have scarcity. So when a woman tests us and says, I want you to have more time for me, they just see the surface level problem. They're like, okay, more time. I will quit all my other things and all my friends and I will just be here for you. Surface level problem, here's the solution. But deep down inside, the woman is just like, she's like, okay, it's not necessarily about the time. Do your thing. Just make me feel wanted. How about that? That is the underlying communication. That is the premise of her test. So we men, whenever women try to beta-ize us, we try to listen to the surface level problem and then fix that surface level problem. We never look deeper down. We never look, what is the underlying problem? How can I maintain alpha status while at the same time make her happy? How can I make her happy without losing my alpha male status? Many guys don't do that. 99% of guys don't do that. They don't understand that, and that is why the relationship fails. Okay, their woman loses attraction. They might lose attraction to their woman because they don't even feel entitled anymore because they feel like a lazy shit beta male. All right, so these are the 3 reasons why your relationship is doomed to fail. Now, obviously, we've just been scratching the surface here. I could talk, and I did talk for hours about this exact stuff because I have a program coming up. It's called GG Girlfriend Game. It will teach you how to game her, how to get her, but also how to keep her. It will basically be a massive mammoth of a program that will teach you everything you need to know about relationships, how to keep the relationship sexy with the girl, how to keep her loyal, how to basically grow together and make the relationship better with the passing months and years instead of having it decline and somehow fizzle out. Imagine you have a girlfriend that is there with you for the rest of your life and you're sexually attracted to her, she's sexually attracted to you, and everything is epic and the two of you together are greater than the sum, and it's just this relationship of epicness, because a truly amazing relationship can give you so much more than just being alone. Okay? Now, if you said, hey, this content is really, really cool, you can head over to the website. It's called getmeagirlfriend.com. There's a bunch of really good preview videos that you can get over there. They're entirely for free. You're not signing up for anything. You're not buying anything. You can just go over to getmeagirlfriend.com. Check out these preview videos. They're highly freaking valuable. And other than that, I got to say thank you so much for watching. Signing off from the snowy mountains of the Austrian Alps here. GG.